Now that you have an idea of how to read a citation, let's look at how to format one for your own work. I'm going to take a moment and identify the pieces that you're going to need to create a citation. The first thing you're going to need to know is the type or format of the source, including whether the source is a physical publication or an electronic version. Knowing this will help you know the pieces that you're going to need for your citation. The next part that you're going to need is details about the publication, and this includes the author, date, title, and publication information. The MLA Handbook lays out 9 core elements for a citation. The core elements in order are author, title of source, title of container, other contributors, version, number, publisher, publication date, and location. You're going to encounter some sources that do not have every one of these core elements. So what can you do when you have a source that does not have a particular element from that list? You can skip that element, omit it, and move on to the next core element. The first element in every MLA citation is the author or creator responsible for the work. Authors are listed last name first, followed by a comma, then a space, and then the first name. If there are 2 authors listed, you want to include information for both. Do this by putting a comma after the name entry for the first author, a space, the word and then you're going to reverse how you put the second name. So it's going to be listed first name first, and then last name. If there are more than 2 names, enter the first name in the exact same format you do with all the other citations, last name first, comma, space, then the first name, and then you're going to include the words et al., which in Latin means and others, and then a period. This lets your readers know that there are multiple authors for that particular source. If your author is an organization like a government agency or a company, use the organization's name as the author's name, and then format the rest of the citation as normal. You may come across some items that have some variation when it comes to authors, and there may be some non-traditional information that you need to include for the author section. If a work has multiple authors and is compiled by an editor, you want to put the editor as the author. To see how to do this, check out your MLA Handbook. Now there's a lot to remember. Here are the key pieces for most citations. The first part of a citation in a Work Cited page is usually the author, and the format for the author, if it's an individual, is listed last name, comma, space, first name, period.